All right. Welcome everyone from Not Alone and even everyone viewing us nationwide or worldwide. So if you're watching this late, maybe you're not watching it live, then we're so happy you could join us even after this live video. But as this video is progressing ngayon sa lahat ng mga nag-online ngayon, baka naman may online na dyan. If you're already here, please comment below and tag your friends. Tag your gamer friends. If you guys didn't know that is our topic today, no? Yung mga gamers dyan. Kahit anong game, kahit PC gamer, mobile gamer, whatever it may be. Okay, I think this topic is so perfect for us today. So if you're excited, please tag your friends, invite them now. And you can even drop in the comments ngayon where you're from, what city you're from. If you're a student, what school you're from. Yun, if you're part of our Elevate movement, you can also comment what satellite you're from as well. Yeah, yun. So I see a lot of people tagging their friends. Si Wendy Lin, si Joanne Quino. So hello guys. Thank you for tagging your friends. Dorothy Denorog, Michelle Macahon, Bart Lakap, Lilibeth Lim. Hello. Hello then to you. Okay, pa-shoutout daw. Sabi ni Jean Evardo. Hello. Yon. Okay, happy birthday to Venus. Hi. Okay. Oh, this is funny. His name is No Permanent Andres. That is ang ganda po ng pangalan ninyo. Sorry, benta sa akin. Alright. Sige, dami nang pumapasok sa ating live stream. Okay, so sige lang po. Bati lang tayo. Wow, all the way from UAE, Billy Miranya. Shout out to you, sir. Wow, exciting. Jemima Minardo. Skip Dan, what's up, bro? And Job, kamusta kayo dyan? Yan. Okay, ang dami pa. From Navota City, Nins. Okay. Hello to Tin Mendoza. Okay, kapag heart player, pwede po ba itag? Medyo delikado po yung game na yun. Hindi po laro ang pag-ibig. Okay, if you'd like to learn more about that, we have a live stream about that a few weeks ago. So maybe you can check out the videos of Not Alone. If nilalaro ang puso, wag yung puso. Okay. Watching from Carmona, Cavite, from Lipa, Batangas. Hi, guys. Okay. Heart player, medyo malala. Ibang game yung naisip. Okay, from Manolo Fortich. Hello. Sige. Hong Kong. Are you serious? Wow. Worldwide pala ang audience natin today. Amazing. Ganun karami ba yung gamers? Okay, actually to think about it, no, feeling ko yung manonood today, yung mga gamers, yung mga parents ng gamers, no? Mga kaibigan or mga boyfriend at girlfriend ng mga gamers na palagi na lang na bibigyan ng oras yung game, hindi na sila, yung mga ganon. No, watching from Santa Cruz, Zambales. Welcome to our hangout sa Not Alone. Okay, yan. Ang ganda. Ang dami ng tinatag. Okay. Oo, tama. Hindi laro yung pag-ibig. Baka yun na yung... Actually, guys, surprise. Hindi gaming yung theme natin today. Pag-ibig talaga siya. Watching from Cagayan de Oro. Yun. Hello. Oo nga, international na ang ating Not Alone. Thank God for that. Galing. So sana maraming matulungan sa session natin for today. It's really exciting kasi this is a topic na it's not really usually talked about, no? And as we talk about gaming ngayon, siguro to introduce myself lang din, my name is Kuya Gabo. I'm one of the servant leaders in Elevate Metro West. And you know, ako when I was in high school, that's when I got first exposed to Dota. Okay, shout out sa mga Dota players dyan. If Dota player kayo, Dota 1 ha, hindi yung Dota 2. High school pa ako nun eh. So, if Dota player kayo, can you just comment sino yung favorite character ninyo nung time na yon? Okay? And alala ko, when I first played Dota 1, kapag matutulog na ako, I would dream of the characters in the game. I would dream of the build, yung weapon build, yung item build na gagawin ko. Tapos when I'd wake up in the morning, I'd try the things that I imagined overnight. Okay, whatever thing I was thinking of, parang iisipin ko, okay, maybe that build will work, yung crit plus yung attack speed plus yung ganito. Tapos I'd test it out. And you know, grabe talaga. I would find myself, kahit pagod na ako, I'd be willing to stay up all night. And the whole day even, lalo na kapag summertime. Just because ang dami kong gustong laruin na games. And honestly, yung games, minsan kahit pagod ka na, because may nakabitin na part, Yun, ang dami nagko-comment. Uy, alam niyo, pag nag-comment kayo ng character niyo ng Dota 1, you're revealing your age right now. Yan, okay? Shoutout din sa mga Ragnarok players dyan back in the day, sa mga MU online. Shucks, nakakahiya yung games ko before, no? Gunbound. Alam niyo yung mga may scratch card pa, tapos loloadan mo ng 300 pesos para makalaro ka ng 7 days. Yun, that's my first exposure to online gaming. But before that, for our more classic players out there, I would play games with my brother sa PS1 and sa Game Boy. So Pokemon, Final Fantasy 9, which celebrated their anniversary a few weeks ago. Yun. I love those games. Yun yung mga favorite games ko. StarCraft. Mga ganyan. Okay. Shoutout sa mga, oh my gosh, ang daming old school players dito. Ragnarok, Gunbound. Okay. Shoutout sa mga StarCraft dyan. Okay, Jim Raynor fans ng Terran. Okay, maybe some of you don't even know the people I'm talking about. Okay, sorry, pero yun yung time that I was still gaming. Ngayon, sakto lang, pa ML na lang or Call of Duty Mobile on the side. Ganun na lang. Yun, dami-dami nagko-comment. So yeah, that's why we're talking about gaming. Kasi if you notice, even in my story, and I'm sure kayo rin, those who are viewing right now, when you were playing games before, even today, minsan, normal lang eh, na, you know, it's just for leisure, it's just for hanging out with friends. Pero sometimes you'll find yourself addicted. Sometimes you'll find yourself spending so much time. Okay? Sometimes nga, some people actually get thinner, lose weight from gaming kasi whole day nandun na lang sa game. I remember before, I wouldn't join some family meals anymore because I would bring my bowl of food. Alam niyo, you would make your own rice bowl at home, rice, tapos patong lang ng ulam sa taas. Tapos habang naglalaro, kakain ka. Tapos in between, kain, laro. Yun, kahit nakapikit na nai-imagine pa rin yung life bar. Si Raniela Robles. Okay, shout out to you. Grabe talaga. Grabe. Okay, so para sa mga recent gamers naman natin dyan, okay, yung quiet muna tayong mga classic gamers dito. Yung mga recent games, ano ba yung mga usong games recently that you have been playing? Mga Valorant players dyan, meron ba dyan? Okay, baka meron. Okay, enge daw ng skin ni Alu. Ayos. Salamat, bro. Sige, baka may mag-send sa'yo. Okay, so ngayon naman, balik tayo dun sa theme natin, no? Kaya important tong gaming na to kasi there are so many things na pwedeng puntahan ng gaming sa atin. Sometimes, it can lead to addiction. Sometimes it can lead to just mere recreation. Pero let's have a taste. Let's have a taste of a game right now. Okay lang ba yun? Syempre, hindi tayo magla-login sa kahit anong website. Dito lang tayo sa video stream natin. So, sige, let's show them our game. Ang game natin is called Scattergories. Okay, dati magyan. Okay, Scattergories. So, mangyayari dyan, unahan tayo sa comment section. Okay? So, ang basehan na lang is kung ano yung una kong makita in my perspective sa comment section para fair sa lahat. Okay? So, kung sino yung unang makabuo nung items, okay? 10 items ba yung kailangan nila ilagay? I think 10 items. Based on the letter on the screen. So, may iba't ibang category doon sa screen, and based on the letter, you have to write down something that starts with letter R per category. Okay? So, please don't send one message each per category. Send one long message, 1 to 10 already, of your answers. Tapos the first person who can give an answer na complete 1 to 10 na nasagutan yung letter R sa lahat wins a prize. Okay? Sige, paano pag delayed ang net? Ganyan talaga sa Pilipinas. Okay. Kung delayed kayo, delayed din ako minsan. Okay? So, patas lang din. Alright, so if you're ready for our game, before we start, can you just drop your favorite emoji there? Maybe a fire emoji. Okay? Sige, hintay tayo. Ready na ba tayo sa game natin? Para alam natin kung may mga maglalaro ng game natin. Handa na ba tayo? Mga competitive dyan. Pwede po Tagalog? Pwede. Basta naiintindihan ko. Baka naman sobrang lalim ng Tagalog na hindi na natin nakasanayang gamitin yon. Sige, okay. So, ready na tayo mag-game? Ready na ba? Yan, ayos yung mga nag-emoji na. Sige. Game! So, yan, there we go. Ating moderator, can we start this first round? Letter R. Yan. So, categories are bird, something you're afraid of, sports, things that you wear, school subjects, musical instruments, methods of transportation, world leaders, politicians, things at a carnival, and beers. Nako, bakit tayo may beers dito? Pero okay lang yan. Okay, birds, something you're afraid of. Sports, things that you wear. Again, please answer isang sagot na. Huwag yung isa-isa. Okay, try to answer one comment. 10 answers already for each category. Okay? Medyo, it's gonna be hard to track kasi if you answer one comment per number. Alright? So some people, okay, I think ang secret dyan is you have to click control enter or something para bumaba ng space ng line yung comment nyo. Pero if not, you could just click spacebar. Okay lang yun. We'll read your answers. Okay, so far, wala pa nagsisend. Wala pa nagsisend ng full answer, ng complete answer. Okay, birds. Okay, mag-iisip din ako ng sagot. Okay, meron na ako sa number 1. Siyempre, hindi ko sabihin, di ba? Something you're afraid of. Okay. Sports. Ano yung sports na R? Hala. Parang ang hirap ng R. Baka may sagot na kayo dyan. Naku, patapos na ang timer natin. Mahirap, nahihirapan sila. Sige, sige. Okay, may isang sumagot. Naku, bakit chess yung isa? Hindi letter R ang chess. Sige, sige. Moderator, alam ko na. Pwede ba nating dalian for them konti? Maybe let's make it mga 4 items na lang. Yan. Sige, sige. Ayan guys, mabait tayo sa NotAlone. Mabait tayo. Sige. Ulit tayo, ulit tayo. New categories naman. Letter R. 4 lang. 4 things. Game. 1, 2, 3, go. Menu items. Things you get in the mail. Things that have wheels. And school supplies. Game, game. 4 items. Please number it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ay, ito. May mga sumagot nung 10 kanina. Ang gagaling. Wait lang, wait lang. Kailangan natin habulin to. Sige. May sumagot, may sumagot. Tama nga, nagde-delay nga yung net. Ay, sorry, walang sport yung isa. Rugby. 5, 6, 7, 8. Kulang, 8 lang. Sinong naka-10? Ito, tingnan natin yung sagot ni Christian Budoy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sige. Pause natin, moderator. Mukhang may nakasagot pala nung 10 kanina, late lang lumabas. Okay, para fair tayo. Sige, so para maging practice round siya for the rest. So sabi ni Christian Budoy, Raven, Rat, Rugby, Relo, Recess, Rabab, Riding, Ramos, Roller Coaster, Red Horse. Okay, okay. So I think sa lahat ng sumagot sa 10 items, siya lang ang nakakuha nun. So bro, medyo late lang lumabas yung comment mo sa amin, pero I believe tama yung answers mo. Yes, tama, tama. Sige. So we have our first winner. So congrats bro, Christian Budoy. So maybe we can change our letter, pero ngayon 4 categories pa rin. Kaya bang change letter nito? Yan, sige, letter N. So okay, reset tayo, reset everyone. Thank you for participating doon sa trial round ng 4 letters kanina. So ngayon, seryoso naman. Sige, sige. Ready, set, go. Letter N. Let's go, let's go. So letter N, things with tails, board games, titles people can have. Nako, offensive words. medyo mahirap yata. Okay, okay. Ibahin natin, ibahin natin. Sige, English or Tagalog, okay, okay lang yon. English or Tagalog. Sige, weekend activities. Things that have spots. Stones, gems. Sports played indoors. Letter J. Sorry, natatawa pa rin ako sa letter N. Ang lala ritong game natin. Ay, okay. If okay pa kayo, ilang lang itong video na to, okay? If nag-enjoy kayo ngayon. Sige, so guys, letter J. Timer is already starting. Weekend activities. Okay, hirap. Okay, things that have spots. Okay. Stones, gems, Sports played indoors. Wow. Okay, nakuha agad ni Ambertan. Sabi niya, jaunt, jaguar, jasper, jump rope. Ayos, ayos. So congrats, Ambertan. So for the rest, you can still send your answers para makita rin ng ibang tao. You're our second winner of this game. Yon. Awesome, awesome. Okay, by the way, yung price natin is 100 pesos load. All right? So ipi-PM kayo nung page na to, we'll contact you and we'll send you your price. Okay? Sige, so last round, maybe we can change the letter for the last round. Letter O, there we go. Okay guys, last round. Okay, so focus tayo. Ready, set, go. Children's books, flowers, terms of endearment. Yeah. Items you take on a trip. Okay, children's books, flowers, terms of endearment, items you take on a trip. Okay, hintay tayo. Children's books. Okay, siguro mga mommy ang mga kasagot nito, no? Or mga teachers. Masanay kayo sa mga children's books. Flowers. Sa mga manliligaw dyan, sa mga husbands. Sa mga boyfriend in the house. Kayo nakakaalam, ano bang mga names ng mga flowers na nililigaw? Okay, okay. Oh, wow. All right. Ngayon naman ang sumagot una si Amanda Tan. Sabi ni Amanda Tan, "Oh, the places you'll go. I won't act like I know that book, but if you say that is a book, we trust you." And number 2 is Orchid, sabi niya. Okay, tama nga naman, no? Terms of endearment. Oh dear. Parang endearing ba yun? Parang may nangyaring masaklap, no? Number 4 is outfit. Items you take on a trip. What do you guys think? Parang okay naman, no? Amanda Tan, congratulations. You won our last round. So you get 100 pesos load as well. So yun, guys, why don't you just appreciate everyone who participated sa game? Okay, just drop a heart emoji for those people if nakikita niyo yung comment nila, yung mga nanalo. And let's just thank each other then for participating. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed our game. So again, shout out sa lahat ng mga naglaro. Sana nag-enjoy kayo. Warm up lang yan for our discussion today. So again, kung may mga gamer friends kayo, mga pabuhat sa games, okay, mga pabigat ng team ninyo, itag mo na sila dito. Okay, para sa next time na maglaro kayo, alam na nila kung paano ba dapat maglaro ng maayos. Okay? So, as we continue now, we're gonna head on into our topic. Okay, wag na natin patagalin pa. So, I will introduce our guest speakers today. And exciting yung conversation natin as we talk about gaming. Okay, paano ba tong gaming? How should we approach gaming? Ano ba yung game changer dapat? Sige, so first, our guest is, I'll address everyone as Kuya for today dahil nasa NotAlone tayo. Kuya Tony De La Paz. Okay, he's the lead overseer of CCF Katipunan, married to Cynthia with 3 children, Patsy, Andy, and Matthew, and the facility director of Penwell Home Recovery Center. Yon. So, Brother Tony, welcome po to our live stream. Next, we also have Paulo Lim. He graduated from De La Salle University with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship. Okay, he works at their family company. Focusing on digital marketing. He's 22 years old and single. Sorry, bro. I had to say that. So, for everyone's awareness, single po si Paulo Lim. And kaya nandito si Paulo because his D group leader, his discipler, is also joining us today, which is si Peter Jr. So hindi po, baka lang isipin niyo si Pastor Peter, yung magsasalita about his gaming experience, hindi po yung anak niya. Okay, si Peter Jr. Is a follower of Christ who actively serves in CCF. As an elder and small group leader. He's married to Jennifer, and together they have 3 children. Okay, he earned his bachelor's degree in management engineering at Ateneo and has an MBA from Wharton School of Business, where he graduated with honors. Okay, he currently works as the CFO for I'm not sure, Peter, if I butchered this name, but Axia Group of Companies. Please correct me if I was wrong in saying that. And he previously had worked for Accenture and then IBM for almost 8 years while living in New York City. He enjoys sports, photography, and technology. And here's the best part, guys. He considers himself as a recovered gaming addict. Okay, so we'll find out from his wife as well, if ever, in the comment section, if she agrees na recovered gaming addict. But guys, welcome to our live stream today. Sorry, Peter, I had to say that. Okay, welcome.
Hello, Kuya Gab.
Hello, Peter. We hear you. Sir Tony, Kuya Tony, are you there po? Can you
Hello,
hear us?
magandang araw.
Awesome.
Magandang
Hello.
araw sa kanilang lahat. Opo.
Magandang araw po. Okay, Paolo, what's up, bro?
Hello.
You good? All right. Ayos. So let's start. Let's start this conversation. Um, so before we get into specifics, I just want to get maybe one or two sentences lang, okay? What's your general view or personal opinion, okay? Personal opinion on gaming, maybe computer gaming, mobile gaming, whatever it may be. What's your general view or personal opinion on gaming? Okay? So who would like to start? Maybe Paolo, maybe we can start from you.
Siguro ako, personal opinion ko in gaming is, masaya talaga siya, and sa sobrang saya niya, pwede ka talagang ma-addict. So, yun.
All right. So yeah, masaya talaga. Actually, bro, you became the people's champ in the comment section just by saying that masaya talaga in gaming. That's why we're here, no? Yeah, and Kuya Peter, what do you have to say about gaming?
I'm happy my wife's not here kasi I want to say masaya rin, and I enjoy gaming, but also like Paulo said, there's a lot of pitfalls. So my dangers rin.
Yeah.
So I think the word I think of when I think of gaming is wisdom. You must have wisdom because it is something that is going to grow and grow for the rest of our lives. So we need wisdom to deal with it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's fun, but you need wisdom. Yes, Kuya Tony, Brother Tony, ano pong masashare ninyo about gaming?
Ako sa gaming, siguro old school ako eh. Ang nasubukan ko dyan, Atari pa eh. Ewan ko, alam
Oh
niyo.
my gosh.
Yung Pong, alam mo yung tennis, yun lang ang alam ko dyan.
Oh,
Then,
wow.
Super Mario. Not much. I don't play much. Oo. Pero mukhang
Okay
masaya.
po. Okay, mukhang masaya. Okay, ang goal po natin sa live stream today is mapa-gaming natin si Kuya Tony, si Brother Tony. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do that. But yeah, so I think generally speaking, everyone views gaming as something fun, something that everyone can build relationships with, right? Something competitive. I think guys like that. Actually, gaming used to be a man's world before, but nowadays you see female streamers everywhere. You see female gamers who are so good everywhere as well. So normal na po ang gaming for everyone. Okay? It's not just stuck to one type of person or a community. No, it's everyone is gaming now, whether in a computer or on their phones. So let's start off with a few questions for specific people first. Peter and Paolo, can you briefly share with us your journey when it comes to online gaming? So I say briefly because we have so many things that people want to ask as well. So maybe you can just give us a quick overview of what happened in your life in gaming.
Yeah, so me, I first encountered gaming when I was before college, and back then PC computer lang, monochrome screen, but I loved it, and then I kept trying to find ways to game even until college. So my memories are after college, I would play at Blue Skies near Ateneo.
Ooh, classic.
StarCraft, and then later on, I got into Dota also, and then I went to business school. But the funny story is that first year I applied to business school, I didn't get into any school in Pasok because I was gaming a lot, and then I stopped gaming, and then I made it into business school, and then in business school I got addicted to World of Warcraft after the first year of business school, and then again I stopped gaming. No problem. Got a job, did well, got married, and then I got addicted again in when I was married to a different game. So my life has been like a seesaw. I game, I don't game, I game, I don't game, and so I have some ideas about it later. I'll share. But by God's grace, as I shared, ngayon hindi na ako addictive. But if I'm not careful, I can be. So it's always with caution. With caution.
All right, so gaming with caution. Paolo, how about you, bro?
Sa akin naman kasi yung bata pa kami, wala kaming computer sa house. So usually every family day, hinahatid kami ng parents namin sa computer shop to play Dota. So medyo limited
Wow.
pa siya. Nung nag-college ako, syempre mas open na yung schedule. You can go to computer shops based sa pag gusto mo, pag trip mo. So dun na ako medyo na-addict kasi nagsiskip class na ako just to play
Wow.
to ganyan. Tapos hanggang yun din, yung studies ko di ko na masyado na bigyan ng focus. So yun naman, pero but with God's grace nga, and of course with the help of my parents saka the group leaders, yun, na-overcome ko naman yung addiction ko when it comes to game.
Yeah. Okay. Hearing those thoughts, Pastor Kuya Tony, Brother Tony,
Yes.
what do you think po? Is there any difference kaya with people addicted sa gaming, drugs, alcohol, or gambling, or and the like?
Well, sa akin pananaw, kasi nagkaroon din kami ng mga residente, no? Gaya ng nasabi nila, ako yung nagtatrabaho sa isang rehab, ano? Meron kami mga residente, we call them residents, na lulundin sa gaming. Ang pananaw ko dyan, yung sabihin mo na, nagda-drugs ka, alcohol, gambling, or gaming, iba't iba lang yung stimulus, pero yung cycle at yung pagiging addict, halos pareho, no? If I may expound a little, alam mo, meron tayong tinatawag na pleasure center sa utak.
Oh.
Sa ibang tao, drugs na nagbibigay ng nagre-release ng dopamine. Kasi yung dopamine, yun yung nagbibigay siya ng kasiyahan, ano? Yung iba, nasi-stimulate yan pag nagda-drugs. Yung iba, pag nagsusugal. Yung iba naman, pag nag-gaming. So I would say, halos pareho din yan. Pareho din ang proseso kung paano ka maging addict.
But can
Yeah, so Kuya Tony, there are triggers po, no? Sige, Peter, go ahead.
No, I was actually curious about this. Kasi, di ba, pag substance abuse, like drugs, there's also a chemical hook. Pero pag
Yeah.
I'm curious, sa gambling and gaming, walang tinitake yung tao eh. It's all in the mind. Is the addiction similar to you when you see a gambler who comes? Or is it harder for them to separate or the same? Yun ang tanong ko.
Okay, halos pareho yan, Brother Peter, no? Ang entry point ng drugs minsan sa bibig, pag ininom mo, o pag marijuana, hinitit mo, sa lungs papasok. Ang gaming sa mata at sa tainga. You know, it stimulates the pleasure center, and the pleasure center of your brain releases dopamine. That's where you get the pleasure. Kaya pag naramdaman mo yung kaligayahan ng paglalaro, nakatatak sa utak mo yan, gusto mong ulitin. As you do it again, it triggers your pleasure center, magre-release na naman ang dopamine yan. Halos pareho lang po. Meron tayong tinatawag na process addiction, may tinatawag tayong drugs or substance addiction, no? So I think gaming would fall into process, parang yung sex addiction. At sa experience ko sa rehab, karamihan kasi may mga pumasok diyan, may addiction sa gaming. Ang kasama diyan, porn addiction. So it would be safe to say, palagay ko karamihan na nag-gaming nahuhulog din sa porn. Yan ang experience ko sa rehab.
Wow. Yeah, ang bilis ng topic natin, no? Parang start pa lang, we're already talking about it being an addiction. And I think it just can't be avoided. Na it's a taboo topic, and kahit kung masakit siya pakinggan for our gamers here, you have to admit, sometimes we find ourselves in moments na, whoa, that was pretty long. That was a long game. I sat down on my chair, there was still sun outside. I leave my chair, there's still sun outside because it's the next day already. So, sometimes that happens, right? Maybe Paolo, maybe you could walk us through how does a young person especially, get addicted to gaming? Like you mentioned, you reached the point where you would cut classes, pero just for our viewers, kasi maybe some of them don't understand the dangers na, OA naman, you won't get addicted that bad. But from us who experienced that, what was the step-by-step that happened to you? Why did you get addicted? How did that happen?
Sa akin kasi more on na-addict ako dun sa reward system, yung ranking system na binibigay ng games na we play, lalo na yung Dota, na if you play palagi, tapos tumataas yung rank mo, yun yung part na nakaka-addict eh, yung parang may
Yeah.
sa friends mo, sa classmates mo. So, nung early days ko pa, nung mga bata pa ako, nung inahatid lang kami ng parents namin sa computer shop, hindi ako masyado na-addict kasi wala yung part of competitive gaming. But nung college time na, nung I have my own free time, dun na talagang yun yung nag-hit sa akin. Nung I can spend my whole day playing, not attending class without my parents knowing, ganon. So yung ganong freedom ba, yun yung mas, feel ko yun yung nagpapa-addict sa isang person when it comes to gaming.
Wow. So sometimes too much freedom, no? When we lose control, it just gives us that feeling of, okay, I'm just gonna keep feeding myself with this good emotion. I think that's what Brother Tony shared a while ago about yung stimulus, yung may nasa-stimulate sa atin. Na, how about you, Peter? What else do you think gets triggered other than it feels good na there's a ranked system? What else makes gaming addictive?
I think, so, I'll try to do Taglish. Yung mga nagde-design ng game kasi, professional, and then they also get psychologists. So, inaaral
Yes, they
talaga
do, yeah.
paano ma-hook ang tao. And so, what they do, and I noticed this, most games, sa first hour, first two hours, first day, mabilis ang rewards. And then,
Yeah.
babagal ng babagal. So, if you play a game that's an RPG, at the start, madaling mag-level, and then later on, babagal. Kasi the goal is to hook you in, to make you invest. And then when you're invested, you want to keep growing and to stay in it. The other things that make it very addicting now is social. Kasi it's always fun to be with friends. It's fun to win together. It's fun to play together. So gaming has elements that are very positive that make it, it's easy if every time you game, you destroy yourself. Everyone will say it's bad to game. The challenge with gaming is there are actually elements of it that are fun and good. So when you're gaming with friends, it's a social element. Ang saya, di ba? Okay, like now, everyone is on lockdown. You cannot play basketball together, but what can you do? You can go online. You can play NBA 2K together. You can play a shooter together. Fortnite. It's very fun. So I'm a little careful to declare you cannot play at all. For me, you have to know. That's why I said wisdom. Dapat alamin mo ano yung naghuhook sa'yo. Kasi everyone's made differently. Eh. So one of them is the leveling, the social element is addicting, the sense of purpose. Kasi lahat tayo lahat tayo naghahanap ng meaning sa buhay. But if we start meaning from a game, parang think about it, ang babaw naman ng ano natin, goal sa buhay, digital lang, and pag nasira yung server, lahat ng meaning nawala na. So parang those are and so the sense of meaning, di ba? We all look for that. Eh. Naghahanap tayo ng companionship, meaning. So those are some of the other elements of gaming that are addicting. And dinesign talaga nila ganon. So,
yeah, that's true. There are so many hooks nga. Kuya Tony, may story po ba kayo that you can share with us of what is the worst experience you encountered with someone that got addicted to gaming? What happened to his or her life?
Okay. Alam mo, to be honest with you, pag meron nag-inquire sa facility namin, at ang problema, gaming, masirap ako eh. Kasi pag kinakausap ko yung gamer, no, yung talagang nasagad sa laro, para siyang may sariling mundo. Habang kausap mo siya, parang siya nasa ibang lugar. At most of them are depressed. Most of them, galit, I see them cursing their parents, nagwawala. I had a resident before. Siya po ay pumasok siya 15 years old. He was already depressed. Whoa. He was suicidal. As in, wala na, ayaw na niya mabuhay. Kung hindi lang siya maglalaro, ayaw na daw niya. Now, nung kinakausap ko siya, there was a time, hindi na siya pumapasok. Ang gusto na lang niya maglaro. So, na-realize ko na, na-share pa nga niya eh. Sabi ko, ano ba ginagawa mo pag naglalaro ka? On the side, nagpo-porn siya. Pero minsan, meron din siya mga pinapasok na sites na spiritual. May mga spirit guides siyang kinakausap dyan o whatever. In short, muntik na masira ang kanyang ulo. Parang minsan tumatawid-tawid siya, nandito siya kausap mo. Pero mapapansin mo, parang nasa iba na naman siyang spirit pag kinakausap mo, no? Biglang magba-blank stare, until the point na nung siya po ay tumigil for about a month, una nag-act up, galit siya, nagwawala doon. Talagang kailangan niya makapaglaro. I saw the pattern, parang pareho din ng isang drug addict na naghahanap ng fix, no? Kailangan din ng detox. So, takot ako sa mga gamers kasi very unpredictable, no? At matatalino, karamihan ng gamers matatalino, magagaling kausap. They know what to
that's
say,
true.
ang dami nilang alam, most of them are very intelligent. So, yun yung mga experience ko, kadamihan bata. But if I may add, alam mo, kaming mga ganitong edad, you might see, hindi kami nag-game, pero marami sa amin addict sa Facebook. Di ba? Yung mga Candy Crush, yung matatanda. Eh, sabi ko nga ako, hindi ako pwede mag-Facebook kasi requirement dyan, meron kang face tsaka buhok. No? Facebook. No, joke lang but yung digital addiction hindi lang sa gaming. Maraming matatanda ngayon, lagi hawak cellphone, So, yun ang napansin ko, no? That's the worst. Pero I would say halos pareho lang talaga. Halos pareho lang. Iba lang yung stimulus.
Yeah. So, knowing that po, no, na it can be so addicting itong digital world that we live in, what do we say about gaming? Kasi I'm sure yun yung inaabangan ng viewers natin Is gaming good or bad? What is
If you
it?
would ask me, hindi masama ang gaming. Masaya yan di ba? Alam mo, tayo ginawa ng Diyos, we are people, we look for pleasure. Alam mo kaya binigyan tayo ng Diyos ng maraming sa taste, sa panlasa lang, iba't ibang lasa, no? Sa mata, we appreciate lots of colors. Nothing wrong with pleasure. Ang problema lang, pag yung source of pleasure mo is causing you to have a life that is not balanced anymore. Yan, medyo may problema na tayo dyan. Walang masama maging masaya. Alam mo, may options naman di ba? There are a lot of things you can do that are good. Pwedeng sports, di ba? Ang problema lang, pag nawala na yung balance mo at nakafocus ka na lang sa gaming, ayan, palagay ko may problema, no? So, gaming per se is not bad. It's not bad. Okay lang yan. Pero dapat may balance lang. Yan ang pananaw ko dyan.
Actually po, last year, nung may school pa, nung hindi pa quarantined, nag-release, I'm sure Peter Jr., even Paolo know this article, na World Health Organization said that gaming is bad kasi it will make you depressed. And then this year, during the quarantine, they released another article and they said, we encourage everyone to play online games because it's going to help you build relationships. So now, the whole world is confused. What do I do? No? So ang ganda po ng answer niyo, Kuya Tony. Would anyone else like to add? Maybe Peter or Paolo? What do you think?
Paolo.
Sa akin naman, for me, gaming is bad lang if hindi ka na nagiging productive. Yeah, kasi dumating ako sa point na talagang I am not responsible enough na sa mga things na dapat kong gawin. When it comes to work, sleep habits ko, I play until 3 a.m. na, ganun. So, pag ganun, umabot ka na sa ganung point of gaming, I think it's not healthy na rin for you. Saka, may sinabi rin sa akin dad ko na, God made us with a purpose and He will use us mightily in His kingdom. Pero if yung time natin is spend more on gaming, tapos ubus na yung energy and time natin for other things, dun I think about talaga yung gaming. And yun din, yung when you limit yourself sa, you can play as much as you want, pero maganda if you put limit lang to the game.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Yeah. Yes, Peter.
For me, I would add something deeper. I think balance is good, but I think the challenge with gaming is you really know something's wrong when you worship it. So my question would be, has it become an idol? And it's very hard because the definition of an idol is you don't want to admit it's an idol, right? Because it means if you admit there's something in your life that is consuming you, you have to give it up. And I think many times nakikita natin, someone who's addicted, they will deny they're addicted kasi they don't want to stop the addiction. So for me, I think balance is very important. But to go deeper, and not just balance, what are you living for? And if gaming starts to consume you, diba? Guys, like you said, Gabo, you start to research different builds, nagde-dream ka, natutulog. Something's parang bakit? The question is bakit? Kasi what is a man supposed to do? Tanong natin, what are men supposed to do? We're supposed to what? Help make the world a better place, right? For the Lord, we're supposed to think of people, raise a family. But if you look at madaming men today, we settle for parang walang drive. And you ask yourself, bakit ang daming men walang drive? Saan napunta yung drive? Minsan, nakikita ko, it went to gaming, for example, or other hobbies, right? Other hobbies, hindi lang gaming. That's why my point is, hindi lang gaming. There any hobby that consumes you, delikado. Now, I think Gabo is he's not there. Is he there?
Yeah. Nawala. So
Nawala.
it's you and me, Peter. Tayong dalawa. Oo.
So yeah, Tito, you know, that's one of the things I noticed sa mga gamers. And again, I want to encourage the guys that are listening. I'm not saying na you cannot have fun gaming. I'm saying do not be dishonest with yourself. Pag nakita natin na medyo nakakonsume na, a great suggestion is this. Can you stop gaming for a week? Na hindi ka manginginig na everyday iisipin mo. You know, if you're not sure, try. Stop lang for 1 week. I'm not saying give up gaming. Para lang maano, di ba? Tito, ma-relax yung mind, ma-break. Maganda mag-take a break from yung nagko-consume sa atin. So one of my thoughts.
Yeah, so maybe a lot of people are asking then how much is too much gaming? And I think that's a good guide, no, to put limits, to realize, am I worshiping this? Why am I doing this? Is it to gain something? Is it to gain... I think it's the same in social media, no? When we feel so good when people share our post, when people heart or like our posts. And I think it's the same in gaming, that reward system. It also adds to that feeling na I need to go back, I need to feel that again. I think... sorry, naglag yata ako kanina. I think what happens then in gaming is, you know that point where people start trash talking each other?
Mhm.
I think that's one of the proof na I think it's gone too far. Now, why are we even playing? We're trying to prove something about ourselves. It's not anymore for recreation or leisure lang with each other. So, paano yun? How do we control that? How do we practically control that? Especially a lot of us, ang dami nating time in our hands. I think a live question we have then from a viewer from Christian Budoy is gaming a good substitution for stress relievers? Is it a good stress reliever or should it not be?
Gaming is okay as a stress reliever. Ang concern ko lang ganito, meron games na pag nilalaro mo, mas nagigising ka. So let's say you're tired and you're a little stressed and it's 10 o'clock at night. So pag nagbasa ka ng libro, by 10:30 sobrang parang you put the book away and go to sleep. Some games, for example, if you play a game like a simple game, maantok ka. But I'm telling you, if you play Mobile Legends at 10 at night, 2 o'clock gising ka pa. Because it is a stress reliever, but it wakes up the brain. Kasi sobrang, you get excited when you're about to kill, you're leveling up. So, nakakaano siya eh, yung parang nag-ramp up yung mind. So, for me, it's a good stress reliever, but if you have to go to bed, it's dangerous to do it before you go to bed kasi mas magigising ka. Or you have to have a time and then play a game that's more gentle and relaxing. Baka ganon, di ba? So, it's just some idea.
Yeah. I think, Kuya Peter, one of the common things now, I think the biggest lie in gaming is we say this to ourselves, come on bro, last game. Right? And then when you lose the game, you reword it, last game na panalo tayo. Yun, di ba? Kailangan last win. And then it continues. The game continues. Yeah. Yeah. Paula, I think you wanted to say something about that.
Usually, yung sinasabi nila, bawi tayo, bawi. Pag natalo sila.
Yeah. Tapos kapag nanalo na, ayan, pwede na tayo matulog. Para we end well, di ba? It feels good, no? But yeah, that's when it gets addicting, especially for a lot of us here. How can I tell if it's really recreational, or how do we rearrange our day that we can make gaming recreational and not really something that we just run to in our free time and it eats up our entire day later on? Maybe Kuya Tony, baka pa may suggestion kayo about that.
Well, ako, pag sinabi mo, paano mo malalaman kung addict ka? Simple lang. Kung yan ang lagi laman ng isip mo, ipalagay ko, addict ka na. You don't have balance anymore. Sabi nga, we were made for relationships. Unang-una, yung relasyon natin sa Diyos, importante yan. Yung relasyon mo sa pamilya mo. Now, if it's already suffering, wala ka ng time sa Diyos, sa pamilya mo, maging sa sarili mo, sabi nga, kailangan magpakatotoo na tayo, no? May diferensya, may problema. If you're not sleeping enough, mayroon ng mali, right? Ang pinaka-problema dito sa addiction kasi yung denial, no? The reason we deny because we're protecting what we're doing. Ayaw natin bitawan kaya ang dami natin dahilan, ano? Now, ang sa akin, if this continues, ang hinahanap ng brain mo palagi yung iyong stimulus, the game. Eventually, yung dati mong 4 na oras, magiging 8 oras yan to get the same pleasure that you derive out of a 4 hours playing the game. Until you find yourself doing it more often, kasi kumbaga, yung pleasure mo, konti na lang. Okay? So you have to do more. You have to play more to experience the pleasure that you were looking for. Now, if you're experiencing that, nakikinig kayo ngayon, alam mo, pinakamahirap talaga, the first step is the hardest step, to admit that I have a problem. Hanggat hindi ka umaamin na may problema ka, wala tayong solusyon na pag-uusapan dito. You will continue to deny, you will continue to protect, and deceive yourself na okay ka, only to find out kagulo ka na.
Man, we can end. Pwede natin i-end yung stream ngayon with what Kuya Tony said. But yeah, that's true. No, it starts with admitting it. Peter, Kuya Peter, I saw you nodding your head as he was sharing. What was going on in your mind while he was sharing?
No, I agree. I think admitting is the first step, and then a very simple, sobrang simple na suggestion lang is to try to take a break. Like I said, even 1 week para. Kasi after 1 week of not playing, maiisip mo ulit, maganda ba yung oras na ginagamit ko sa gaming? You just take a break para ma-reset yung brain. Kasi the problem pag sobrang addicted na, hindi na yung parang like Tony said, yun lang naiisip mo, cannot think clearly. So it's good to just take a break for yourself. And then I think there's 2 kinds of people here, no? Many people are not addictive gamers. Yung parang nakakalaro, put it away. Ako, for example, walang addiction ako sa social media. I can go to Facebook and then I can leave it alone for 1 week. Hindi, walang problema. But with gaming, my wife is very careful with me kasi if I'm not careful, babalik yung addiction. So the rules for me and gaming are a little more complicated. Hindi lang, it's a little more parang I look at my life, ano yung importante gawin? Una, Diyos. Pangalawa, asawa. Pangatlo, bata. Business. My ministry. And then kung may oras, after all of that, kung meron, I say, okay, pwede mag-game ng konti, but usually walang oras. Kasi kasama dyan, sleep. And then kailangan matulog na. So I have to have rules. And when I start breaking the rules, alam ko may problema na. Parang alert na ako na, uy, delikado ka, baka pabalik ka sa addiction. So I think that's one of the ways I deal with it. Paolo, maybe you might have better suggestions also.
Ang ganda, yeah.
Sa akin is yung yung indicators siguro. Yeah, if ano yung mga key indicators na we can look at para malaman if addicted na tayo is yun nga, if yung priorities natin, hindi na natin na gagawa. For example, like our devotion, time for the family, work, homework, yung mga ganun. If nauunan natin yung games before yung mga uh, priorities natin, I think isa yun sa indicator na we are addicted na. Tapos yung next is yung adjusting our sleeping schedule just to play games kahit weekdays. Ganun. So yun lang yung sa akin, yung mga indicators.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to share something. I asked Paolo kasi, because Paolo's we are in the same group. How does he control himself? Paolo, di ba sabi mo, sa weekend ka lang nag-game ngayon? Yung parang may rules siya.
I still play pag weekday, pero nililimit ko till 9:30. 9:30. Yeah,
Wow, bro. Ang aga nun,
Kasi nga, yung nakwento ko kay Peter, like before, nung may time kasi na parang kinausap nga ako ng dad ko, tapos he explained na I'm being so irresponsible na when it comes to work, saka priorities. So, dun ako nag-seek ng advice. Saka it's important rin to be accountable, not lang to be accountable with your parents and sa D-group leaders para may nag-remind sa'yo na nagko-correct rin sa'yo na, yeah, you're getting irresponsible. So ngayon, yung currently na ginagawa ko nga is, to limit myself until 9:30 to 10 lang on weekdays. Tas weekends, I can play naman pag weekends. Pero on weekdays, pag working hours, saka pag working day, as much as possible, walang game.
Yeah, I saw a video of someone in online classes, and the sibling was taking a video of the brother. The brother was naka-off yung video niya sa Zoom for school. Tapos on the side, naglalaro sa kabilang computer. So grabe, yun ang addiction talaga, no? Even the priority. So I think what I'm getting from the three of you, yung shinare ninyo, ang ganda na if yung priority mo, if gaming is at the top of your priority list, sure na yan. Addiction na yan. And what should be at the top, based on what you guys shared, is really our time with God, a time with family, and our personal responsibilities. If those things are below gaming in our priority list, then you have a problem. And like Kuya Tony said kanina, we have to admit it. That's the first step. Ang ganda, bro, Paolo, that you shared that na naging accountable ka. I think that's hard to admit. That's hard even to ask help, especially because people might say na, bro, you might have to lessen your time. Diba? It hurts when people tell you what they notice is going wrong in your life. Parang it stings, our pride. I think that's something all of us needs to hear then, especially all the gamers out there na sometimes it's nice to ask the people around you, hey, what do you think about my gaming? Do I look addicted? Like, how have I been spending my time too? And baka may nakakalimutan kayong chores or whatnot. Yeah, so again, is gaming bad? Good? Well, it depends. What are you doing with your time? How often are you gaming? No. Actually, I've heard stories of people who used gaming for good. And I think that's what people want to hear tonight. Yeah, for who used gaming. See, Kuya Peter's nodding his head. God, yeah, that's what we're gonna preach tonight. No, na gaming can be used for good. No, I'm just kidding. Pero siguro before we get there, what can you guys say about the gaming industry nowadays? Kasi it's a very promising career. I think gaming industry is just like pro athletes na from 18 to 35. Actually, 30s nga, medyo old na yun for pro gamers Pero it's a strong career now. So what are your thoughts about a gaming career with everything that we just talked about? About it can lead to addiction and all that.
I think I have a friend. He used to be a pro gamer. I think the challenge with pro gaming, it looks so what's the word here? It looks so fun, and it's like watching an NBA player wishing you could be a professional basketball player. But ang konti yung nagiging professional. Kasi to make the money at that level, you really have to give a lot of your life to gaming to get that good. So I think the challenge really is it's not really a viable career for many, but there are people that are able to make it into a career, and there are many ways to make money around gaming. So I have a friend, he's not a professional gamer, but he writes for a gaming magazine. So I guess my point being, when you start to meet those people, they also learn discipline. Kasi they train So if you're a professional gamer, you actually have to work out, you have to sleep and eat properly kasi your brain has to be sharp. So it's not as, parang when you just look at the stories and watch the live streams, it seems like a fairy tale life. but it's not that simple. And there's a lot of work that goes behind becoming a professional in the gaming industry. So I guess my point is it doesn't remove the need to be responsible. So if you still want to make a career of gaming, you still have to do the work. You still have to learn how to, how to do business and all of these things. Now, a few can get by, but it's the same in everything, right? You have Facebook stars; they do nothing but blog, blog, blog. But that's not common. My point is,
yes.
not everyone enters it like that. By the way, my wife is here.
Yes.
She wants to say hi.
Hello.
Now that she's here, I cannot say gaming is okay. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, Peter said gaming is very bad. Avoid gaming at whatever cost. I'm just kidding. Hello, Jennifer.
Kuya, ito yung accountability ko. Pag may
Yan.
nakikita phone, away na yan. So anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a question here, a more personal one, I think, for our viewers. Ernest Ang said, is it wrong if gaming yung motivation to finish tasks and chores? That, okay, I'm gonna do this so that I can play later. Okay ba yun? Or is that unhealthy?
I'm not legalistic. I don't think it's bad. But I think as you mature, your motivation to finish tasks and chores should be bigger than gaming. Sayang kung yun lang yung motivation mo sa buhay. What about about the desire to grow? What about the desire to do all these other things? So sa akin, I don't want to be legalistic. Okay naman, but sana there's a higher calling than just to be able to game.
Yeah, Kuya Peter, I can't help but notice, but your answers seem more restrained, no? Ever since Jennifer, I'm just joking. Hindi, okay lang. Ang ganda ng sagot. Yeah, so guys, by the way, if you can see, we're asking some of your questions as well. So please drop your questions in the comment section because we have a few minutes left for this stream. So salitan natin yung stream with our guests. Okay, here's one of the big questions that we need to ask. What advice can you give to those people who are now earning and doing well in the gaming industry so that they won't be addicted or they won't go overboard? Because there are some, they might not be earning a lot, but there are some who are earning in a few ways because of gaming. Baka may pro gamers din dyan.
Yeah, no, if you're earning money already in the gaming industry, it's like a job. Keep growing at your whatever you're doing. But like I said, never worship gaming. I mean, if I worship my work, if I worship my sport, it's still bad.
Yeah.
My idol should never be anything other than God. So my best advice is to always check your heart. Kung ang Diyos ang Lord, because if God is your Lord and you don't have an idol in gaming, then as you work in gaming, you will always ask yourself, is this still what God wants me to do? Is this still, how do I glorify God as a gamer or as a writer or as a blogger or streamer or whatever? And then you know what? You will try to find ways to glorify God in that. So my challenge is always to check your heart. And when you see signs of addiction, take a break for God. You can still do your work, but tell God, I want to reset my heart for you. Yun lang ang recommendation.
Yeah. Wow, that's good. So once you see signs of addiction, reset yung heart. Kuya Tony, baka po you can share your thoughts about that. Paano po yung people who are earning from gaming industry? How can they not be addicted?
Well, ako, I agree with what Brother Peter said. If you're earning, diba, trabahuin mo, ayusin mo, but you also have to consider ano yung epekto ng iyong trabaho. If you can see, there are a lot of people getting hooked to games and it's not really doing them good, I think you have to think again. Kasi we don't work only for money, di ba? Kaya tayo nagtatrabaho para maging magandang impluwensya tayo sa paligid natin, to be a positive influence to the people around us. So you have also to consider that, no? And yun nga, as I've said, gaming per se, it's not evil, hindi naman masama po yan, pero you have to tingnan mo kung ano epekto sa sarili mo, sa pamilya mo, at sa tao sa paligid mo. Now, if the answer is mukhang hindi, I think you know the answer. You have to do what is right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think Kuya Gabo and Tony and Paolo, for example, if we have Christians that are artists, right? So you're an artist, artista. What advice would we give someone who's an artist? Because people get addicted to Netflix, people get addicted to TV shows. The advice is the same. It's make sure that in your work you are not dishonoring God. So what? Do not when you play games, do not curse. When you play games, do not be a bully. And then teach people. My challenge is if you're a gamer and people watch you, you tell them, hey guys, be careful about getting addicted. When you
Mm.
play, make sure you do your responsibilities first. My point is if there's no Christian that is gaming, then who will redeem the industry? Who will help tell others that
That's true.
we must make a difference as Christians? So my challenge is to use it for good. Someone posted on the chat, use your fame for good, for God. So I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, my next question was, would gaming play a role in leading someone to Christ? Or would you have a story wherein gaming became the way for you to share Jesus to someone? That's so unique. And so, a lot of people don't see gaming that way. But I think it's one of the leading industries right now, and we need to use it to lead people to Christ. So, would you guys have any thoughts about that or have any stories about it as well?
I have a konting experience with it. Kasi ginagawa ko with my own small group is, nagsa-small group kami, tapos we set isang session na we will just play together para mas ma-develop yung relationship namin with one another, yung trust with one another, at we enjoy each other's company rin, ganyan, saka mas maging close. So parang I think siguro yung ganun yung mga short breaks lang or to use gaming to socialize with your downlines. For me, medyo
Yeah.
effective. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And I suggest if you're gonna play with your D group, mag-open mic kayo lahat. Make sure may mic. It's more fun. Yeah. Yes, Peter.
Yeah, so at our church, right, in CCF, we have a group of people. They're actually, the group is called Level Up, and they are recovered gaming addicts. So they play board games together. They get together to reach out to others. So they use their gaming past. And say it's like a geek culture, right? And now yung geeks, we rule the world. So they use their gaming past to influence others. So for me, there's many ways to do it. Yeah, I want to just add one thought. I don't know if it's in the question. Is this my challenge for gamers? Like Tony said, is to be very honest because there are so many things worth doing in life. And if I were to be honest, gaming is fun, but there's so many more things that are important. So we have to
Wow.
really be honest about that. Diba? Kasi my point again is it's hard kasi it's like talking about TV. There's so many more things to do than watch TV. Everyone would agree, right? So I would encourage all of us to always ask what else can we do with our lives that is productive to grow and to build bigger and better things. That's just my challenge for all of us, especially as Christians.
Yeah. And siguro just to be sensitive to all our viewers, especially if there's a pro gamer here, we're not saying that you quit your career. Okay, especially if you're the breadwinner for your family. But to give thought to it, I think what Kuya Tony said a while ago was you have to consider how is it affecting the people around you? How is it affecting your viewers? And what Kuya Peter just shared right now, like, is it getting in the way of the other more important things in your life as well? I think there's even a question here of Venus. She said, if gaming has a dangerous effect in our brain, should we still consider gaming as a career? Because that's years of exposure on the screen, 8+ hours a day.
Yeah, the only challenge there, Kuya Gabo, is even now I'm on the screen all day because all my meetings are Zoom. So
That's true. That's true.
the problem is the world is changing, diba? So I don't know the answer. Ang hirap, it's hard to give a blanket answer. I do think it's healthy to separate from screens. So I think we should never forget, just because we're locked down now, someday we can go outside again. Someday we can run around and play basketball again. So let's not forget that there's so much more than being in front of a screen. I agree with Venus, but I cannot make a blanket statement. Kasi right now, we're all stuck behind screens. Eh.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Can I say something, Kuya?
Yes po, Kuya Tony.
You
Sige
know,
po.
I agree 100% with Peter, no? You know, yung priority kailangan klaro sa atin pag-iisip. We were created by God and our first priority should be God. Kung may asawa ka, your spouse, then your children, di ba? Then your job. Then if you have a ministry, then recreation sa bandang baba. Ngayon, if naging priority
Yeah.
mo na yung recreation, and you don't have time for God, you will have a problem. Kahit yan ay career mo, ano man. You know why? We were created by God to enjoy Him. Our pleasure should be nakatuon sa Diyos, to find your pleasure in God. Now, if you're not finding your pleasure in God, you will have problems. That's why a lot of people are empty today. Actually, yan ang cause ng lahat ng addiction eh. We are empty because God is not in the center of our lives.
Wow.
Nagkakaiba-iba lang ng pinampupuno natin sa emptiness natin. And now it develops problems into addictions, etc. You know, as I have said, if you are now addicted, be humble enough to admit, addict na ako. And you have to realize you cannot fix yourself. You need a power greater than yourself. And that is God, who will help you in your addiction. And He will be the one to fill up the void that you're trying to fill up with games or with drugs or with alcohol or with relationships. I think it all starts there. Diyan po magsisimula lahat yan. And I also agree with Peter, I'm sorry. You know, yung balance we were created for relationships. Ngayon, kung addict ka na, nagsosolo ka na, you are with your screen, nothing wrong with the screen, but if you find the pleasure there, may imbalance na. So, I would say, pleasure, walang masama. We just have to look for find pleasure in God. Not in games, not even in people. If you find your pleasure in God, everything will follow.
Wow.
Yan lang po ang gusto ko sabihin. Opo.
Yeah, ang ganda. Doon po darating lahat ng priorities natin. That's how it's all gonna align nga. Galing, galing. As we come to an end in our conversation today, maybe you guys can share your final thoughts on gaming so that our viewers can take home siguro a complete summary or complete package. Kasi a lot of people came here today, is gaming good or bad? How do I not get addicted? So with everything we just talked about, what's your last encouragement for our viewers?
My last encouragement is real life is more fun than gaming, and it lasts forever. In that,
Wow.
everything you look for in a game, for example, you want to rescue a princess. Well, here's my princess and she needs rescuing all the time. For example, you want to level up. I got to work on my muscles. I got to work out. I got to exercise. I got to go out and get better at stuff. For example, you want to earn coins. Well, get a real job, right? Get a job that will earn money. If gaming is your job, then get better at it. So my point is, don't forget that gaming sometimes nagre-replace sa buhay kasi we escape eh. Kasi ang hirap ng real life, di ba? Think about it. If you want to plant a tree, how long does it take to see a tree grow? Ilang weeks, months, years, manonood ka bago makita mo yung puno. But in gaming, 10 seconds, naka-level up ka na. 1 hour, God mode ka na. That's not real life. That's escape. If you want to experience the things you look for in gaming, don't forget that real life is the real place to go. So never sacrifice real life for a game. That's my challenge for you.
That's so good. Thank you so much, Kuya Peter. Ganda. Ganda. Paolo, you want to share something, bro?
Sa akin, to be really accountable, so with your parents, saka sa, like, leaders you look up to, like Peter. Kasi sometimes, may wisdom talaga sila that will help you to escape sa mga ganyang scenarios. Kasi if hindi tayo careful, like me, I'm young pa. So anytime, pwede ulit ako ma-addict with gaming or other stuff.
Yeah.
So without wisdom and if hindi ako careful, like what Peter said kanina, yun, easily pwede ako ma-deceive ulit. So yeah, to be really accountable and yun.
Yeah, ganda bro. Thank you so much. Kuya Tony.
Ako, ang last words ko, siguro, I would like to address those people yung nasa gitna na ng addiction. You
Yeah.
know, ang sinasabi sa salita ng Diyos, ang demonyo ay naparito para magnakaw, pumatay at manira. Ang Panginoon ay naparito para magbigay ng buhay, buhay na walang hanggan. Kung ikaw ay nakakaranas na ng depression, alam mong may problema ka na, kailangan mo na ng tulong, kapatid. Tumawag ka sa Panginoon, kilalanin mo na mahal ka niya, at siya lang ang magbibigay ng solusyon sa problema mo. Magsimula lang tayo sa pag-amin. Panginoon, kailangan ko ng tulong. Alam mo, mahal ka ng Diyos, mahal tayo na ng Panginoon. Ang Panginoon ay hindi naman KJ yan eh. Alam mo, gusto niya tayo maging masaya sapagkat ang Diyos ang nagbigay sa atin lahat ng senses para maging masaya. Nagkataon lang, siguro napili natin yung mga maling bagay na magbibigay ng kasiyahan sa atin na ngayon ay nagdudulot ng problema. Subukan natin, buksan natin puso, sabihin mo sa Panginoon, Panginoon, hindi ko alam ang gagawin ko. Ikaw ang may likha sa akin, ikaw ang nakakaalam kung paano ako maging masaya. Siguro ang sinasabi ko lang, Kuya Gabo, amin tayo, tapos suko at magtiwala na naririnig ka ng Panginoon. Yun lang ang gusto kong sabihin.
Yeah. Ganda po, ang ganda.
Salamat po.
Yan po plus what Kuya Peter shared and what Kuya Paolo shared a while ago about being accountable. Ang ganda kasi ultimately po, at the end of our lives, we're gonna face the Lord. Haharapin natin si God and we're gonna present to Him how we lived our lives. And we can't present our level in the game. We can't present our rank in the game. What God will look at is yung real life natin, how we loved other people, how we lived this life for Him as well. So ang ganda po, ang ganda. You know, personally, I remember nung nag-share kayong tatlo as we end, I remember when I was in high school, I was playing, I think even grade school, grade 6, grade 7, I was playing this game, this online RPG. And I was reaching such a high rank that I was part of a high guild in the game, that when you walk around in the game and then people see you, they would chat publicly and they'd greet you. Hey, dumadaan siya. I won't say my IGN, my in-game name, but dumadaan si Gabo. Ganyan. Oh, hey guys. But it all happens through that chat thing. And you know, later on, I found myself spending thousands in 3 months. Kasi you'd load those games during that time. 300 pesos load card every time. And you know, I realized when I stopped playing that game, when I got connected to a D group, to a discipleship group when I was in high school, I look back at all those months and years that I was playing and all the money that I spent. And you know, na-realize ko, yung lakas ng character ko, yung yaman ng character ko in the game, it didn't translate to real life. The fame that I had in the game, it didn't translate to real life as well. So I completely agree with you guys that real life is more important. And gaming can be good. It can be used for good. Pero once it's an addiction, once there are signs of missing out on your responsibilities, there's something wrong. And gaming should be used recreationally lang, not as... I think what happens to a lot of us is first thing in the morning, we play the game that we want to play, or the last thing at night. And you know what happens? Kapag yung prime time of each day, we use it for gaming. Whenever we have to meet people already, we're all vegetables because we've been drained from the game, especially if you lost from the game and then you have to face people at home. That's the worst feeling kasi they don't know why I'm angry, but how do I say it? I lost in the game. And you know, maybe for some of the viewers here as well, that's you or you can relate to this. But personally, my take home is check your responsibilities, check your priority list. Is gaming at the top? How do you know? You look at your schedule. So based on what you guys shared a while ago, you look at your schedule. How much time are you spending with the Lord, with your family, with other things? If you don't know how to check, you do what Paolo did. You ask people around you, hey, how have I been to gaming? I want to be accountable also. Tell me then if what you think I can do to change. If you're not yet part of a small group, you can get connected to a D group leader, just like Paolo and to Kuya Peter as well. Yun. But if you guys need specific help, maybe you feel so addicted that you don't know what to do. Maybe you can reach out to sila Kuya Tony also, or maybe get connected to the group of gamers of healing gamers in Peter's group as well. yeah, so if you need counseling, you can chat us on CCF Online Counseling, or just chat this page as well. We'd love to get connected to you guys. Guys, thank you so much. Gaming can be used for good. It can lead others to Christ, but we have to do it with wisdom. It can be good for your D groups, for relationship building, pero ingat tayo lahat. Okay, so maybe we can all comment in the comment section, ingat sa gaming. Okay, careful tayo sa gaming. Okay, so when people ask you, is gaming good or bad? You don't need to answer them straight. Maybe you can share this video with them. Maybe you can start a conversation with them as well. Baka addicted sa gaming yung nagtatanong. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Your time is so precious, and yet you gave it to us. Napakasarap to hear this news, this learning from you guys. So yeah, in the comment section, why don't we just thank and show our appreciation for our guest speakers today, Kuya Peter, Paolo, and Tony. Thank you po. Yeah, so, Kuya Peter just chatted the Facebook page in the comment section, so check it out. Yon, so ingat sa gaming, okay? Okay lang maglaro, pero ingat sa gaming.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed our time then with the questions. If you guys have questions that you'd like to ask our guests, just PM this page. We'd love to ask them for you as well. We can help you as well there. Yun po. Thank you so much, guys. All right, so I think now as we end, we have a few announcements. So will we have the announcements on the screen? Tingnan natin. Yes, we will. So, tingnan natin yan. So, Songs of Promise. This is our Sunday service. So, we invite you guys, if you wanna grow with your family, then sana nakatulong yung topic natin today sa inyo. Pero here, more general topics na your whole family can relate to as well. 9 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. So, join us, please, this Sunday. You can tag your family members, your friends, doon sa link din. Yun. Okay, what else? What else do we have for announcements? We have Life on the Line, online counseling. So yan, that's what I was talking about kanina. If you'd want to be counseled, and we'd love to get connected to you kasi hindi naman lahat na pag-uusapan sa video or sa chat. Kailangan talaga ng face-to-face or video-to-video na interaction din. So yun, please chat this page. Tapos we'd love to help you then get connected sa counseling. Yeah. Ayan, and para matuloy din yung learning ninyo, we have youth service every week. So it's called World Changers, yung series natin for this July. So it's 3 p.m. every Saturday sa Elevate main page. Okay, so 3 p.m. every Saturday sa Elevate main page. And we have webinars for teachers and parents then coming. So that's so exciting. Okay, so if you have any parents or teachers na you'd love them to hear the talks of NotAlone also and all the other topics we'll have in the future, comment, tag them in this video para they know what to expect, and may exciting topics tayo for them coming soon. Okay, we hope you guys enjoyed our gaming session today, and you can follow us on social media then sa notalone.ph sa Instagram, notaloneph sa YouTube, and NotAlone in Facebook. So this page mismo. Yun, my name is Kuya Gubo. Thank you so much, guys. I enjoyed conversing with you. Salamat, shout out sa mga nagko-comment ng questions. We appreciate you guys so much. Okay, you guys made this conversation so much more fun. Alam ko ang bigat ng topic kasi addictive yung gaming, pero it can be used for good. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope you enjoyed. See you next time for our next video. God bless you guys.